Hello guys! Kamusta? Isa ka ba na naka-experience ng restricted access or low-speed internet at nakatanggap ka din ng ganitong email na may subject na Action Required, Terms of Service Violation? Then sa content ay about sa terms violation. You are currently subscribed to a residential or roam service plan. Residential or roam service plans are exclusively available for residential use. Enterprise or business use is prohibited as outlined in our terms of service. We've identified activity on your account that violates these terms. Then sa email, may button na upgrade plan. Ibig sabihin nun is, no choice ka na po kundi mag-business plan or local priority plan. Then, sa may bandang baba, makikita nyo ang impacted service lines or yung Starlink na may violation. Kung iniisip mo na baka pwede na lang mag-cancel service tapos transfer sa new account para maka-avail ng roam or residential, kesa mag-subscribe sa business or local priority service plan, matalino ang Starlink guys. Kasi sa pinakababa may note ito ang nakasulat, Starlink terminals associated with these terms of service violation are non-transferable. Isa lang ang ibig sabihin niyan, hindi na po pwedeng matransfer sa new account ang Starlink or ma-reactivate sa new account. Kaya wala na pong ibang solution kundi mag-business plan or local priority plan. Pero may isa pang solution. Yan yung i-discuss ko later on. Tara, simulan na natin.
Nga pala guys, huwag niyo kalimutang i-like yung ating video at mag-subscribe din. Salamat.
Una sa lahat, alam mo ba ang cause bakit ka na low speed internet or restricted access? If hindi pa, ang reason ay may na-violate kang policy. Ito yung tinatawag na Starlink Fair Use Policy. Under Residential and Roam Fair Use Policy, ito ang mga dapat mong malaman. First, residential or roam service plan are designed for personal, family, or household use. Based on recent data from the Philippine Statistics Authority or PSA and the National ICT Household Survey or NICTHS, the average Filipino household, approximately 4.1 persons, owns a variety of devices, with mobile phones being the most common. Then, mobile phones are over 81.7% of households own at least one mobile phone. In 2024, smartphone ownership among individuals in the National Capital Region or NCR reached 90.6%. Then, sa computer or laptop ay roughly one quarter, 25% of households own a computer. Based on this data, the average Filipino household size was 4.1 persons according to the 2020 census. Let's say there are 2 devices per person, it is around 10 devices connected to the Starlink. Remember, this is an average and there is an exception to this rule, like a big family with a grandmother and grandfather with helpers. Next, residential or roam service plan is not permitted for business or enterprise use. Not too sure yet how they detect it, maybe because of the following. One of the factors maybe is by exceeding 2 terabyte usage per month, not within the range of the typical residential user. Then, more than 10 devices connected to the Starlink at the same time, if we based on the PSA data gathered. Or, sudden spike of usage on the specific terminal or dish. Or maybe related to the websites being visited. We still don't know how they assess it or tag specific account to make it on their watch list. Most likely dahil sa continuous or in last 3 months, lagi kang lampas sa 2 terabyte usage. Next, for residential or roam service plan, Starlink seeks to distribute residential data among our users in a fair and equitable manner. Everyone is paying 3,800 pesos per month for residential or 5,700 pesos per month for roam, but other user is abusing the usage. It caused big impact on the network, which causes congestion, and as a countermeasure, we are required to pay demand surcharge. Kaya ang low-speed internet or restricted access ang countermeasure nila para hindi ma-abused ang services at network nila. How Starlink detects who violates fair use policy. It is simple for them. If bandwidth patterns consistently exceed what is allocated to a typical residential user, Starlink may take network management measures such as temporarily reducing a customer's speeds to prevent or mitigate congestion of the services. Kaya kung laging lampas 2 terabyte ang usage mo per month, high chance ma-add ka sa watchlist nila sa susunod na low speed or restricted access. Kasi they are monitoring your usage based on their typical residential usage per day, week, and month. They didn't disclose the typical residential use yet. Based on the information I gathered, it should be around 2 terabyte or around 2000 GB usage per month. If you are exceeding those limits, you are now on the watch list. Then later on, you get a low-speed internet around 5 Mbps or below download speed. Then the next implementation, setting your account into restricted access with email notification for the violation. You have no other option but to get a business plan or local priority to restore high-speed internet. They have the technology and Grok AI to analyze and automate it. Kaya mas okay i-uncheck or turn off muna lang ang allow AI to use your data, lalo na if you are using the Starlink for personal or family. Ito ang guide. By default po kasi naka-check yun or enable. Na-post ko na ito sa Facebook account ko. Ito po yung video guide para masundan nyo. Pag sa Starlink app, click mo lang itong burger menu sa top left. Then, click profile, then click privacy. Ito po yung nasabi ko. Pag may blue, naka-enable yan. Tap nyo lang para ma-off. Pag gray na, naka-off na po yan. Pag sa website naman, punta ka sa settings. Then, click privacy preferences. Dito makikita nyo naka-check siya. Uncheck nyo lang para ma-disallow or turn off. Siguro ang tanong mo, bakit need gawin yon? Pwede nyo po basahin ang privacy policy. Under how and why do we use personal information? They said, ang purpose is to detect, prevent, or otherwise address fraud, security, or technical issues, including by monitoring and enforcing compliance with our legal notices, including our terms of use, appropriate use policies, and applicable privacy policies. Ayun guys, para yan sa hindi pa na low speed or restricted access or plano pa lang mag-avail ng Starlink. Sabi nga nila, prevention is better than cure. Safe naman gamitin ng Starlink, lalo na if for family use lang. Ang nakikita kong problem with this policy, even if you are using it for personal use, we don't know the official typical residential use. Here in the Philippines, the internet is now a necessity, not a luxury anymore. Mas okay siguro if they have warning first. This is my suggestion or proposal to Starlink. Let's have a first warning and second warning only. This is the scenario. Example, a certain user consumed more than 2 terabyte usage in 2 consecutive months. There will be a warning first for the violation via email or app. It will be counted as first strike. Then on the second time the user exceed more than 2 terabyte, that will be the final warning. Then if the user committed on the third time, the account will be automatically set to restricted or low-speed internet. The user have no option but to switch to business or local priority service plan. They market the residential plan as unlimited data. With the promotion says, Starlink is reliable high-speed internet wherever you live, 3,800 pesos per month. Then sa service plans page, it says unlimited data. But due to this event, it's look like it is not unlimited anymore. Hoping to expand the range of typical use here in the Philippines up to 4 to 5 terabyte usage per month because we are social media addict, also number 1 in Peer and Hub. Also, hoping they consider a 2 strikes warning first via email or app. Agree ba kayo sa suggestion ko? Comment nga kayo mga ka-Starlink. The honest and sad reality para sa mga Starlink user with low speed or restricted access na. Lalo na yung lampas 2 terabyte or more ang usage per month. As of now, wala na pong ibang solution yan kundi mag-business or local priority plan kayo. Alam ko, hindi siya sulit kasi hindi na siya unlimited. Ito po yung mga option nyo, 1,950 pesos per month for 50 GB only. Then pag 1 terabyte ay 8,700 pesos per month. In case gusto mo mag-switch to business plan, punta ka lang sa subscription page. Then, under service plan, click manage button, then change plan. Click nyo itong local priority subscription. Example, 50 GB ang i-avail mo, lagyan mo lang ng 1 value ito. Nag-serve siya as quantity or multiplier. Example, pag ginawa mong 2 ang value dito, meaning nun 100 GB ang bibilhin mo. Tapos, ito ang price na babayaran nyo ngayon. Same concept lang dito sa 500 GB. Pag 2 ang value na nilagay mo, ibig sabihin nun 1,000 GB or 1 terabyte ang isubscribe mo per month. Tapos, ito ang price na babayaran nyo ngayon. Kala nyo mas mababa ang price dito compared dun sa service plan page. Normal po yan. Wala pa po kasi dyan ang tax na 12%. In case naubos nyo na ang data limit ng wala pang 1 month, automatic siya mag low speed. Mag-top up ka na lang ulit para high speed na ulit ang internet mo. Baka naman iniisip mo mag-order na lang ng malaking GB or terabyte tapos hindi mo na bayaran. Yan, ang wag na wag mong gagawin. Mas madagdagan lang ang problem mo. Baka matulad ka sa isang Starlink user na may bill na 187k plus pesos. Nagkakaroon siya ng demand letter from Starlink. If hindi daw magbayad, mag-file sila ng case, tapos sa korte na lang daw kayo magkita. Ayaw nila nang makipag-engage in protracted litigation. Kasi third party na ito na na-hire ni Starlink para maningil. Example, sa ganyan kalaking bill, pag nasingil nila yan, possible kikita sila dyan ng more or less 40%. Depende sa contract nila kay Starlink. Kaya wag mo na subukan yung masamang iniisip mo. Madagdagan lang po ang problem nyo. Pero if below 2 terabyte usage ka lang naman, lalo na if personal or family, use mo lang ang Starlink in past 2 to 3 months. Tapos na low speed ka or na restricted access ka. Aba ay, pwede nyo po i-report sa support yan para i-review nila ang account mo. Lalo na if nasa average 10 devices lang ang connected sa Starlink mo. Sabihin mo ang mga naka-connect na devices, then ilan kayo sa family. Baka big family lang kayo na may lolo at lola. Then may grandchildren pa. Pwede nyo po ipa-review yan sa support. Tatawag din sila pag na-report muna or naka-create ka na ng ticket. Sabihin mo lang sa Grok AI chat support na, please create ticket to review my account. My usage is below 2 terabyte for the past few months. Ganun lang po, maging maayos lang kayo sa reply nyo sa support at huwag galit para ma-review. Ganun din po pag tumawag sa inyo. Be kind, tao lang din po ang Starlink support. They just doing their job. Hoping maalis na ang restricted access or low speed mo sa solution ko na ito. Then, if heavy user ka talaga ng internet at gusto mo mag-residential pa din kesa mag-business plan, ito po ang ma-recommend ko sa inyo. Invest ka na lang sa new Starlink, order na lang kayo ng bago. If sa akin ka nag-order or nagpa-activate, bibigyan kita ng additional free 1-month internet. Tulong ko na po yun sa inyo bilang pasasalamat pag-support nyo sa YT channel ko at FB page ko, sa pag-subscribe at follow. Thanks po sa inyo. Message lang sa FB Messenger ko yung may blue badge. Added na din po yung link sa description at comment section. Tapos, pag gagamitin nyo na para ito sa new Starlink user or new account or sa mga hindi pa na restricted access or na low speed internet, ito ang mga gawin nyo. I suggest i-maintain nyo na lang ang 2 terabyte usage or below per month. Don't forget na i-uncheck or turn off ang allow AI to use your data. Sabi nga, prevention is better than cure. Then, i-limit ang speed per device gamit ang third-party router. Pwede din yung Rabbit Wi-Fi voucher system ko or avail kayo ng package para pwede kayo mag-allot ng GB usage per voucher code. For example, gusto nyo 1,500 GB or 1.5 terabyte lang dapat ang usage nyo per month. Ganito lang ang computation, 1,500 GB divide by kung ilan kayo sa bahay. Example, 5 kayo sa bahay, kaya divide by 5. Ang sagot ay tig 300 GB kayo. Madali pa ma-monitor ang usage ng bawat vouchers. No need na ng laptop or computer na naka-open 24/7. Anywhere, pwede ka maka-generate ng voucher at monitor ng usage basta may internet ka. Ganun lang po kasimple. Ito ang pasilip sa mobile app ng Rabbit Wi-Fi na ginagawa ko. If interested, message lang. Then, if kulang sa'yo ang 2 terabyte per month at may budget ka naman, try mo dalawang Starlink or more, tapos salitan or alternate sila every 3 days or every week. Para hindi mo agad makonsume possible usage limit per week for typical family or household use, pwede mo din itry ang dual ISP or totally mag-switch na lang ng ibang internet provider like PLDT or SIM-based na lang if hindi kaya ang monthly ni Starlink. Actually, may isang pang way or solution para mawala ang restricted access or na low-speed internet. Ito ay less possibility pero may chance. Once available na ang Amazon Leo, possible alisin nila ang restricted access or na low-speed internet na account para magsibalikan yung mga Starlink users na nag-quit na. May chance na maging marketing strategy nila ito once maganda ang services ng Amazon Leo. Tingin nyo? Kaya bang talunin ni Amazon Leo ang Starlink? Comment nga kayo if kaya or hindi. In case no idea ka pa about Amazon Leo, nagawan ko na siya ng content para may idea ka sa possible price at kung kailan siya magiging available sa Pilipinas. Ito po yung thumbnail, added na din po sa description.
Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. See you on my next video.